Alright guys, so Fula coming to you with another video. Shout outs to the whole LDBC. You know, I didn't want to have to do this video, but it looks like I'm going to have to do it. Okay, I wanted to avoid doing this video for as long as possible, but things have been pushed to the point where I have no choice but to do this video. And I'm talking about, you guys already should know by now, the Spence hate that is very, very strong now, ever since his spectacle against Mikey Garcia. You know, I've been checking channels. Basically, I haven't really been watching the videos like that, but you hear channels like, oh, you know, Mikey Garcia was coming up in weight. Oh, you know, Mikey Garcia exposed Errol Spence. He didn't knock him out. Oh, you know, Mikey Garcia, you know, Errol Spence didn't knock him out because no VADA testing. This, that, and the other. I'm like, bruh, are you serious? Eddie Hearn has came out and said that Errol Spence's pay-per-view was not a success. He's came out and said that it was a poor event, it was a poor fight, this, that, and the other, that it only did 200 and something buys in pay-per-view, when really the reality is it did 400,000 buys basically in the pay-per-view department, and that's pretty damn good considering you're charging $75 for that pay-per-view, 48,000 in the stadium. Okay, so with this being said, why is Eddie Hearn focused on another man's pocket who doesn't even share the same network with you? It's literally on the other side of the fence. Why? I don't get it. Why would you care? I mean, if anything, you should worry about saving your own self, because you're in shoot. You're like in a sinking place right now yourself. That the zone ship is sinking, man. So I don't know why you would focus on another fighter's pockets and how well they did when that fighter has nothing to do with you. Now, there's this other issue that I want to address. It appears that Mikey Garcia and his fans alike, and other Mexican fans alike, have said that Errol Spence, in order to show himself to be that guy, that he has to move up to fight Canelo. First and foremost, nobody asked Mikey to move up to take this Errol Spence fight. This is something he consciously did. He called Errol Spence out after the Robert Easter fight. He then continued on saying, I want to fight Errol Spence. I want to fight Errol Spence. I see something in him. I can outbox him. My timing is better. These are his words. What is Errol Spence supposed to do? Wait around for a Sean Porter fight? Wait around for a Keith Thurman fight? Wait around for a Danny Garcia fight? Wait until he has a walking cane for a Terrence Crawford fight? Now, fast forward. Errol Spence decides to fight Mikey Garcia. Instead of doing what people expected him to do by bulldozing, he decided that he wanted to outbox him, and he was successful in doing that for at least 11 of the 12 rounds. Maybe even all 12 rounds. Now he gets backlash for doing that. now, instead of being, oh, he's just a big guy who just comes forward and he'll use his size on Mikey. He didn't use size. He used skill. But it's still not good enough for you guys. Because now you're asking him to move up and fight Canelo. In what weight class would you, and that's the question I have for you, Mikey Garcia decaps, and you, Canelo decaps. What weight class do you suppose they fight at? Middleweight? Super middleweight? Super welter? What? Give me a break, man. Really. It's ridiculous, man, how much hate there is for this man. And then I want to get into the third area of hate. And it mostly comes from Terrence Bud Crawford fans. Listen, Errol Spence put on a show at Cowboy Stadium. The atmosphere was electric. People liked what they saw. It was successful in the monetary department as well. And now, Terrence Bud Crawford fans, including Terrence Bud Crawford and Bomac themselves, are very much butthurt at this fact. Listen, man, and I've said it before in previous videos. Nobody told you to sign with Top Rank and Bob Arum. Nobody told you to sign for ESPN. You did that consciously, thinking that you would be exempt from the current and the continuing treatment that Bob Arum has for his fighters. So all this hate is unnecessary. And I'll say one more thing, because this is where I'm really getting at, and this is in response to these ongoing chitty chatters about Errol Spence ducking Terrence Crawford. This is baseless, man. This is really, really baseless. He pulled up. He talked to Bob Arum. Okay? He asked Bob Arum about the fight. And all you heard from Bob Arum was crickets. Well, let's just enjoy this boxing fraternity that we have. And then before that, well, I don't know if Al Heyman even exists. So which one is it, Mr. Errol? Is it that you're afraid that Errol Spence will get in that thing and outclass and box circles and bring new tools out of his shed that we know he has, but doesn't have a need to show him, but maybe will want to show him against your fighter, against your marquee fighter? Are you afraid that those belt, or that his belt will leave your stable and you'll lose bargaining power? Because I honestly think that when it comes with Bob Arum and Terrence Crawford and Team Terrence Crawford, that is all talk. I don't think there's any action that we can see this fight being made. This is how I feel about it personally. me personally, I don't believe Errol Spence ducks nobody. And I'm not trying to be biased, but I don't think he ducks anybody at all. Because this is another thing too. This is one thing I have to say. If he didn't take this Mikey Garcia fight, guess what they would say? They would say, oh, he's ducking Mikey Garcia. He's afraid that Mikey Garcia will beat him. So it's like, you can't win with these fans, man. You really can't. And it's sad. I understand if you don't like a fighter, but just don't, why are you saying dumb things about the fighter that are baseless, that you don't like? At least have some factual statements. Don't just say baseless things. And now, the final thing that fans, these haters are mad at. Errol Spence maybe wants to fight Manny Pacquiao, which is okay. Okay? He wants to have that name on his resume, which would be not bad to have. A Manny Pacquiao on your resume. I understand. Okay? I get it. In fact, I believe that Manny Pacquiao would be a more difficult fight than Mikey Garcia in certain ways. But I don't think, in reality, I don't think Manny Pacquiao wants to fight Errol Spence. That's just what I think. Now, let's fast forward. It appears that No Smoke Time Sean Porter has been in a very, very I want to fight Errol Spence mood. He has came out in many interviews and saying that Spence is his next opponent. His father, Kenny Porter, has been saying the same thing. Now, I think this has to do with the spectacle that we saw in the Errol Spence fight against Mikey Garcia. I think Mr. Porter wants a piece of the pay-per-view pie. He saw how well it did. He saw the environment. And he knows that it would be a pay-per-view fight between those two. And let's be honest, it would be a unification fight as well. You know? And a WBC strap is a good strap to have. And that would give Errol more bargaining power if he was to be successful, which I'm saying I give him a 95% chance at success in that fight, me personally. And so Errol has the desire to be back in June or July, which is fitting because, you know, both Errol Spence and Sean Porter fought in March. So they would be ready for each other at around that time, which I think is the best thing. It's really, really a good look. Word is, behind the scenes, they're already in negotiations for this fight. I don't know how true it is, but this is a fight that Errol Spence haters cannot hate on. He's fighting another welterweight with a solid resume, win, lose, or draw, and has a WBC strap. So, at the end of the day, man, you Errol Spence haters can keep hating, okay? And I have a feeling he's just going to keep winning. And there's nothing you can do about it. I'm not asking you to like him, but just come up with logical reasons why you don't like him. That's all I'm asking. But other than that, man, I don't got anything else. Leave your thoughts and leave your comments. And this is Fuller signing out. Stay tuned for some more. We got some good content coming soon. Hopefully I get some interviews that I have been looking to get, about boxing and different sports, and also about the social issues which are covered on this channel from time to time. Alright, Fuller signing out. Njaba.